Hey guys. Okay, so first off, let me show you Bouncy. As you can see, she's got a cone on. She's doing much better today. She's a little bit livelier. Yesterday, she was just so slumpy, but her appetite's picking back up and she's going to be a-okay. Her stitches looks good and yep. My Bouncy's gonna be normal before I know it. So anyway, I'm coming to a small conclusion. I'm not quitting OMAD, but what I'm gonna do is on like days when I eat less calories or a little sooner than what I want to, because sometimes a circumstance will come up that I can't help what time I eat. No, sorry. For some people, it's kind of a definite thing that no matter what comes or goes, they eat at a certain time. But for me, sometimes that just can't be helped. So what I'm going to start doing is, like on days when I eat less calories than others, like for instance, yesterday when I had the chicken and the lettuce and the cream of wheat. I don't know why I keep saying wheat. Anyway, that was only around 800 calories. Okay, so I turned around and I ate again last night. But what I'm going to do is, like, on days when I can eat a little later and a more concentrated meal that has a more normal range of calories and a little bit more substantial, I'll be able to do OMAD. But on days that the calories are a little less, even if it's a substantial meal, if I get hungry again, I'm going to eat. But I'm going to make sure that it's something light. That way it's not overpowering on me. Currently, the way it goes, I've been doing that every day now for the past week, but I've been eating more than what I need to when I eat again. So in a way, I guess I'm combining the weigh down with the OMAD, but it's more of a weigh down plan than it is OMAD. There's going to be some days that I just won't need to eat again at all. And on those days, I'm more than happy, But on other days, like for instance where that occurred this entire week, I'm not going to bark about it or anything. I'm just going to let it be, because honestly, I'm trusting in the Holy Ghost for this. I'm trusting the Lord. And I'm going to stop beating myself up. But I want to start eating on a lighter note so that it's not overwhelming. And that's where I've been kind of failing at. I've been like overcompensating, which isn't necessary. And considering that I had just went through my cycle, that right there makes it rough, because a woman has to deal with retention during that time. So that didn't make it very easy for me. So I'm just going to let things be as they be and not worry about it, because I'm in God's hands. He's my guide. So with everything said and done, I weighed myself this morning. I came in at 177.4, which is the same thing I was yesterday. So, that tells me everything is fine. Everything is fine. And God keeps reminding me of where I'm at right now, to reassure me, because I was trying to kick myself I was trying to beat myself up. And Holy Ghost would keep reminding me where I'm at. So I'm not going to worry about it. He's got me. He's guiding me. And I'm trusting him. So today I got me a nacho fry Bel Grande from Taco Bell. And I ate earlier than what I normally would. But the thing is, hubby wanted something from Taco Bell. He's going to be going to bed to sleep because he has to go to work tonight. And it didn't make any sense for me to go to the store and buy himself something and me not get myself something too. It didn't make no sense. Not to me. So I got myself something too. But it wasn't that early. I mean, it was earlier by about an hour and a half, 2 hours. So I'm just going to go about my day. And when I get hungry, if I get hungry, I'm going to eat myself something light, like maybe a bowl of cream of wheat. Something very simple and easy. Low calorie and full of iron. The good thing is the Bel Grande with added beef normally is $619. So with extra beef, because I want the protein, I want the extra protein and the iron. So I always order extra beef on anything that I get from Taco Bell. That way I'm sure to get that. So I got more than likely brought it up to about 800 something calories. So that's fine. That's fine. And then, of course, my drinks. So I averaged about 1,000 calories, maybe 1,100 calories, something like that. So I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about it. I'm not. Because the one thing for sure, one thing positive is, before I started doing OMAD, I had lost 30 pounds doing the weigh down. So either doing OMAD or doing the weigh down, either way it goes, I lose weight. Doing OMAD, so far I have only lost like around 13 pounds, but 30 pounds on the weigh down. So, you know, that's fine. That's fine. It is perfectly fine. As long as I'm losing the weight. As long as I'm losing the weight, I'm not complaining. I'm trusting God. I'm trusting God. God has got me on this. And I talk to him about it every night, because the last thing I want to ever do is go back to the old habit of binging and overeating and just cramming my mouth full of nasty junk food. Now, don't get me wrong, I still love potato chips, I still love candy, but I'm not wanting to make that my staple, right? So, I'm sorry I'm not using the tripod, that I'm all over the place with this phone, but I have got bedding down for Miss Bouncy. She likes to sleep with me. She likes to sleep with me, and our bed is up probably about 3 feet, and definitely no jumping for Miss Bouncy. So I made my bed on the floor last night and slept on the floor so my dog could be close to me. And so that's her bedding, and therefore I've got my tripod moved. But that's fine. And the reason why I chose the studio is because it's actually the warmest room. I would have made the bed out in the living room, but the vent would have been right over top of me and I would have chilled out. So this was a candidate room. And I tell you what, I slept really well in here. Really well. But anyway, guys, yeah, I'm not going to fuss and fume over when I eat. I'm not going to do that, because I know for a fact I lose weight doing the weigh down. And I'm not giving up on OMAD. I know OMAD works, and I'm a big supporter of OMAD. And there will be days that I do OMAD, but I think I'm going to base my plan solely on the weigh down. And therefore, on days when I'm not hungry, it's still all good, every bit of it. So that's what I'm going to do. And I'm still going to be doing intermittent fasting. It might not be a 23. Some days it will be a 23. And if I can push myself to wait an extra couple hours, it will end up being like a 25 or a 26. So, you know, I'm still doing intermittent fasting. I was doing intermittent fasting when I was doing the weigh down. I was pushing anywhere from 15 to 20 hours with the weigh down. So it's all good. Every bit of it. It's all good. And the one person that I can take great inspiration about is when I had watched Kayla Cox from 6 Miles to Supper. And she said when she started doing OMAD and stuff, when she had changed her eating plans, her eating ways, if she needed chocolate, she would give herself chocolate. If she wanted something else, she would give herself something else. And she didn't fight about it. She just did it. But she did it at the right time. She did it at the proper time, instead of just sitting around and cramming it all in her mouth. So, you know, I'm not going to fuss about it at all. At all. Maybe someday I will completely do OMAD without doing anything, because I can do it. I can do it. But the way it's been, I have really been knocking the calories out of the ballpark. I have been averaging about 21 to 2,200 calories a day burned, including resting burn. And then just only managing to eat anywhere from 700 to 1,000 calories. So my body is needing that extra fuel. But that's another reason why that I turn around and eat again later, because I can tell that my body didn't get refueled enough, right? I'm still preferring to exercise before I eat, because that way my body is forced to burn up the fat storage. And that's all good and dandy. And as I said yesterday, it does set the pace of when I get to eat. It sets the pace. So I'm still going to do that, exercise before I eat. And hopefully by doing that, I will make it so that I only eat once a day. But I'm also going to have to make sure that I have substantial calories to make up for that workout. And so if I don't eat enough in the one meal, I will eat again. But I'm just, like I said, maybe a bowl of cream of wheat, because, you know, that's a good source of fiber and iron, and, you know, still low calorie, but it works good to refuel the body. So I'll work this out. I'll manage this out. In the meantime, if I stay pat on the weight or just kind of fluctuate up and down here and there, I'm just going to go with the flow, because I'm still smoothing out the edges. But I haven't given up by a far long shot. Because the last thing I want to do is go back to my old habits and gain all the way back. Not even getting there. Not even getting there. I've come way too far. So This is all going to be good for the good. It's all going to be for the good. And there is no rule that says you have to do weight loss a certain way. There's no rule. The only rule is that you do not binge and just sit around and do nothing else but eat. That's the only rule. That is the only rule. And that is something that I'm not going to do. I'm never going to go there again. I used to do that, and I'm not ever going to do that again. So, anyway, guys, I feel more at ease this way. Almost like a burden has been lifted, because I'm not going to be beating myself up. You know, I'm not going to be kicking myself anymore, feeling like I done a crime. And I'm not messing with my metabolism either. You know, if anything, I'm keeping it going right instead of screwing it up by not eating enough. So, yeah. This is all for the better, guys. This is all for the better. I am still all for OMAD, but I'm also for the Ray Down. And since I am really exercising hard, this is all for the better. Plus, I'm not going to be able to exercise for at least the rest of the week because I'm on nurse duty to make sure that my dog doesn't go jumping around and rip herself back up. We've got her on a care package at the hospital, and they told us that if she rips those sutures up and they have to patch her back up, that's not paid for. We're responsible for that. Yeah, I'm going to keep my Bouncy on the ground and make sure she heals right. We don't need any more expenses, that's for sure. But anyway, guys, this has been long enough, and I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, but, you know, I had to put this out here. And I had been dreading telling you guys that I was considering doing it this way. But I tell you what, I feel more energized doing it this way. So now all I've got to do is just concentrate on making sure not to have too many more calories in the evening. Just enough so that I'm just right there where I need to be. So anyway, guys, I love yous. You'll see me tomorrow. You all have a great day.